We have a bold goal for 2022, and that is to become one of the most innovative cities in Europe. And that means that we have to explore. We have to explore new ways of doing things, but also new technologies, new possibilities. I think and I hope that Helsingborg is going to be a role model for how to run municipalities in the future. Leaving behind the municipality being the expert, like the Encyclopedia Britannica, you know, the large the resource for knowledge that was written by experts. You can't comment or question or do anything about it. And now trying more and more to become more like Wikipedia. We talk about city as a platform, being enablers rather than just producers.
Like in the entrepreneurship scene here, like what's your role in that?
The role of making it easier for others to do what they love to do. Okay. So if you look at the city of Helsingborg, we can't run a startup. We can't run a business like that. But in my role, what we actually can do is to make it easier for people both to start and to develop and work with their businesses. And that is like both for startups as well as big companies. So being the enabler, I'd say, is the role of the city.
What's more interesting in Helsingborg compared to Malmö and, well, I shouldn't say Lund, but at least Malmö, is that there are several backing minds, so to speak, people who want to share their knowledge and also invest in companies, and they know each other, and most of them do business together. So that's why Helsingborg has enough money and enough people, not too big, so to speak.
In Helsingborg, you have a public player, the municipality, that really understands how it is to be an entrepreneur and a startup person, because lots of us that are employed by the city of Helsingborg has a background from the private sector. Many of us have been startup people, and we also try to copy a lot of the good stuff from the startup community. You know, thinking big, starting small, then failing or scaling fast. That is something we try to apply to the municipality of Helsingborg.
Helsingborg has always been an entrepreneur city. We have been famous for that. What we want to do now is more collect them. H stands for Helsingborg Tech Hub and ecosystem for helping people and company grow. And I think it's also important that we not only focus on startups, we also focus on, as I said, established companies to help them run innovation. We can also create a new Spotify and Skype and Klarna, because you had the right condition in that type of places that you need. We have good startups here. And that is a good example, if you say, about what Mikko and the city are doing. That we help each other. For us, you get the total system.
So e-commerce park is a community for people within e-commerce. Helsingborg at the time when e-commerce park was founded had quite a boom of e-commerce companies. Helsingborg has been a hub for logistics and e-commerce for quite a while. And back in 2015, we saw this growth and expansion and explosion of these companies. And I think that's super important for places like this. It has the support of the bigger community and from the city and from the municipality and from the region at large. But also it's these individuals that actually make it happen, that are very caring and sharing with their ideas and experiences.
So Mindpark is a couple of creative co-working spaces and conference venues. That's the short answer. But then we're also trying to be a community builder. There is a lot of events happening that is related to starting your own business or developing your own business. So I will say we're a good place if you're at your very early stage of creating a company. If you have an idea for a company, this is a good place to come and start to talking to us, because we know a lot of people within the community and we can help them move forward.
So what Sub46 wants to do is create global game changers. And global game changers aren't just in Stockholm. And to be able to get this presence outside of Stockholm, they have decided to now open nodes. So the first node is in Skåne, and we'll see, maybe we'll open another node some other place in Sweden. And, yeah, and in that way get more connected to the local communities, who then can build this product, which will help many, many more people. So my job is kind of like to know everyone and make sure that the relevant links and connections are being made.
Primarily the last weeks or month, I have worked with Osimo, which is a startup where I have developed a mobile solution for the teenage girl. My bonus daughter got her period this year, and she started to ask me all the questions that I did ask when I was 12. So now Osimo is a chatbot that has collected all available data and transformed it into the target group's demands. So we are talking to the girls in the way that they want to talk, like Snapchat, TikTok and YouTube. And we're also sending home pads and protection to the girls' home instead of them going and choose by those 82 different products.
I have a startup company called Wellbify. So we help all organizations act in the best way to retain and develop co-workers. So we give the employees a voice where we're gathering feedback about how they are feeling at work, and then give support to the leaders how they should act in the best way. When I started to work full-time with Wellbify, I was part of Think Accelerate, which is an Accelerate program connected to the municipality, so Helsingborg city of Helsingborg. So I was part of that, which was great, because then I got a community, but also the support that I needed in the beginning, because I didn't know what to do at first. Where should you start? Where should you focus? So that helped us a lot.
My name is Joachim Green, and I'm the founder of a startup turning proposals into sales called Propo Sales. I came to Helsingborg because of love, but it's truly like the city of Helsingborg is really cool, and how innovative they are in terms of how they initiate different projects. They try to think differently, and they as we are as well, like challenging the status quo, not for the sake of it, but to the better, which I really like. And I think that has somewhat impact to the people living here as well. Like, you can do things differently. So it's definitely a mix of people, but also the city of Helsingborg.
I feel we have the best places possible here. You have close to a lot of university. You have close to Lund. You have the campus, Lund University here in Helsingborg. You have Malmö University, Copenhagen, and you see it's about 20 minutes to Denmark from here. And also all this great Copenhagen area. We see a tremendous potential in. When I talk to people, also in Stockholm, they're quite jealous about the Helsingborg city have done to become. They have the vision to be the most innovative city in Europe, 2022, and they also support a lot for make this happen. So it's actually like the city is running so fast. So it's more that the other need to run together with them. So this is an up and coming region, I would say.